Alright, and welcome to week 3, episode 3 of my road to Ironman Australia 2025. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, and for those of you who are already there, welcome back. This channel is designed for two reasons. One, firstly to keep myself accountable, and secondly to hopefully spread some of the knowledge, I guess, so that I've gained over the past 30 odd years involved in the sport of triathlon. So looking at my week 2, it didn't quite go as planned, and I guess that's part of the real world of training, working, family and so on. I initially planned on having a swim run on the Monday, however I decided to switch that to the Friday and have the Monday as my easy day, which was fine. That worked out because I didn't train at all on the Monday. On the Tuesday I managed to get on the trainer and I did an 80-minute session on full gas, which was quite good. I just held a nice easy zone 2 and worked the climbs a little bit, but not too much, sort of holding that heart rate up to the mid 140s and just enjoying the process. Wednesday I did actually manage to go for a run early in the morning with a mate of mine. We did a fairly leisurely 40 minutes along the Esplanade at Margate, which was nice. We spent more time chatting and it makes the run go quite quickly. Wednesday afternoon I had my first swim of the season. We have an absolutely fantastic facility at Redcliffe, which is a 50-metre indoor pool, and it's fully covered, so quite a nice place to swim. And as you'll see from the video, absolutely no one else in the facility. I think there was one other guy. By the time I finished, the school kids were starting to float in, but hey, what a great place to train. One of the things that I will talk about in the swimming is that my eyesight as I'm getting older is going, obviously. I do use glasses for reading and for computer work and things like that, but what it makes it very difficult when you come in from the end of the set. I really can't read the watch. So what I ended up doing last season, and I'm continuing with them this season, is I bought a set of the Form goggles. And what they do is they have a heads-up display which you can display in either your left or your right eye. In my case I just use it in the left eye, and it shows your metrics. So it has an accelerometer in it, I believe. As you sort of turn on the wall it shows your lap split, but I also put a little sensor which sits on the strap and sits on your forehead here, and it shows your heart rate, which is quite good too. So especially if you're sort of doing those endurance sets, the 100s and 200s, you can sort of watch your heart rate, concentrate on your form. For me it's also very good because I can then see my splits. So as I come in at the 100 and I stop, it'll show my split, and then it'll also show my rest as well. So if I'm having a 30-second rest, I can see that in the actual goggle and not sort of rely on trying to look at my watch, or the timing sign in the pool is a little hard to see as well. So it makes it very, very easy. Very good on open water swims as well, because you can see your distance. It does pair to your Garmin watch. If you have a look on YouTube, there's many people have done a review on those Form goggles, so you can get a bit more info there. I'm not going to go into the review side of things. If we go on to, we look at Thursday, I did manage to get another 80 minutes on the bike. I just rode on full gas again. I did the Cairns course, just rolled up and back. Very enjoyable. I really do like that full gas program, and using the Wahoo Core and the Elite Riser. The Elite Riser I find is great because it helps that position as you come to a climb. It raises the front of the bike up, descending it lowers it down as well, so you get that movement. And I feel when you're climbing it also helps activate those climbing muscles, so you can sort of sit back on the seat, relax that upper body and concentrate on your form when you're climbing and keeping that cadence and heart rate. From here, it's where my week sort of went a little south. Friday, where I was switching my Monday, I ended up not doing a session on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I had some late shifts that I committed to. I do some contract work in the horse racing arena, so we had some night racing on Friday and Saturday night, and I guess it just sort of wore me out a bit. And I also decided that I'd spend some time on our project, which is an old horse truck that we're converting into a camper van or a motorhome. We did actually have it sort of 80% finished for Port Macquarie, but I've been sort of, I guess, dragging the chain a bit on getting it completed. One of the jobs I wanted to do was some raptor painting on the lower parts of the outside and the bonnet of the truck. It's a 2004 model, so it's 20 years old, and it's starting to show its age. So I used the weather that we had over the weekend to get some of that done. Now if we look at the program this week, week 3, I'm still going to continue on as if I did sort of week 2, but just modify some of the programs because it really isn't a proper build, missing that sort of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now the Monday this week I did take off, so there's 4 days in a row that I've had off. Tuesday I got on the bike once again on full gas. I rode a gravel course in the US for something different, and I just did 60 minutes. I think it had about 400 meters of elevation, so there's a bit of climbing in it, which was good, but enjoyed the scenery too, having a look around the US, so seeing some of the different house styles, and it was a nice country road as well. So this morning, I'm filming this a bit later this week. It is Wednesday morning. I managed to get in a 40-minute run once again with my mate down at Margate, where we just sort of run along and chat. So we're well and truly staying in zone 2 because we're talking the whole way along. Later on today I'll head to the pool. I have a 1500 metre swim once again scheduled, and in that I'm just going to do a 300 metre warm up. I'll do 10 50s, just focusing on form. I'll whack the paddles on, do 5 100s with a good 30-second rest, just focusing once again on form, not going too hard, and then just 200 metres and out. Tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to look at doing an 80-minute on the bike, depending on the weather. We've got some bad storms around here at the moment. If the weather's fine, I'll do it actually out on the road. I'll do an 80-minute with a 20-minute run off the bike. If the weather's crappy, which high probability, we're expecting sort of severe storms this afternoon and hail, I will most likely just switch and do that indoors. Friday I'm going to repeat the 40-minute run again and the 1500 meters in the pool. Saturday I'm looking at just a 2-hour bike since I missed last weekend's 2.5, and I'll do a 20-minute run off the bike. Sunday I'm going to either get in the open water once again depending on the weather and do 2000 meters, or if the weather's crappy I'll head into the pool and just do a straight 2000 meters. I did manage to buy a set of those shock swims, which are quite good because you can download podcasts or music onto them. I tend to throw a podcast on and just, with the form goggles, you can sort of see your heart rate. I keep that sort of heart rate around that 130 and just cruise through the 2K swim. Not great times, but it's not meant to be this time of the year or this early in the season anyway. So. And then we look at Sunday afternoon. I'll roll through. I'll do between a 60 and 80 minute, just an easy, very, very light zone 2 or a lower end of the zone 2 endurance run, and just concentrate once again on form and rolling along. So, and that should tie the week out. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to throw them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, do the normal, hit the subscription button, and I look forward to another video in a week's time, and let's see if I can get through week 3 without missing sessions like I did in week 2. Anyway guys, have a great week, and I'll talk to you all next week.